You are unlikely to know that when you pray to someone, you are actually praying to whoever you think you're praying to. Especially some kind of religious figures like Jesus, like some archangels, like some Egyptian gods, some kind of Hindu gods. Think about it this way. A lot of stuff in religious books is manipulation, if not most. How do you know if the whole thing is not manipulated? How do you know that? Someone might say, yeah, but I prayed to Jesus and miracles happen in my life. Really? Maybe you are getting something, but there is a fee in return. Maybe it appears as something works, but long term, there are consequences. Hey, this is Mike Sula from TrueFear.com and welcome to another episode of True Spirituality. So True Spirituality is my series where I talk about metaphysics, esoteric ideas and teachings, mysticism, shamanism, consciousness, spirituality, psychedelics, a little bit of everything. So if you like these types of topics, welcome. If you are new here, please subscribe and have a look at previous episodes because we have over 80 episodes already published, so a lot of content. And today we're going to talk about why you should not pray to any being, deity, God, Jesus, whatever. But before we're going to start, I need to make a quick announcement. So if you don't know, my online course Exit the Matrix is live now. You can check it out at truefear.com/academy. It's a personal development course with over 30 video modules, guided meditation practice and some other bonus exercises. And it's a personal development course that helps people to transform their lives and figure out what is blocking them from reaching their goals and reaching their full potential. And currently, I'm offering it at half price. So all you have to do is to go to truefear.com/academy and use the coupon code Black Friday at checkout together. And you get the whole course for as little as $60 instead of $120, which is no normal price. Second option with life coaching for 4 weeks, because this course comes in 2 different versions, is also half price now. So use the coupon code Black Friday together, and this is available for the next 40 people already. I made it available for like 50 people, 10 people bought it or something, so it's only for the next 40 people. So go to truefear.com/academy, and why not invest a little bit of money in yourself. If you want to learn how to meditate or you want to learn some more advanced meditation practices, you're gonna enjoy my guided meditation, which I think is probably worth more than $50 or $60. So let's talk about the topic. So one thing I've learned in 20 years of doing this type of work and learning about different practices and having a lot of experiences with rituals, prayers and things like that, investigating many different belief systems, one thing that I've learned is that you are unlikely to know that when you pray to someone, you are actually praying to whoever you think you're praying to. Especially some kind of religious figures like Jesus, like some archangels, like some Egyptian gods, some kind of Hindu gods. Think about it this way. A lot of stuff in religious books is manipulation, if not most, right? It's just like you have thousands of denominations of Christianity, and how do you know if the whole thing is not manipulated? How do you know that? Someone might say, yeah, but I prayed to Jesus and miracles happen in my life. Really? Maybe you are getting something, but there is a fee in return. Maybe it appears as something works, but long term, there are consequences. I just made this video recently about karmic contracts or soul contracts, and I shared in this video a couple of examples of how I got myself in trouble where I was using rituals. And I also talk about one example when I prayed to Jesus, and it turned out that it wasn't Jesus. I got myself in a contract. That's why I cannot tell you if you pray to Jesus, for example, you are really praying to real Jesus with the love and kindness or whatever, or maybe this whole thing is a trick. Because there are a lot of these that people pray to some kind of archangel or whatever, and someone is sensitive, he might appear as love, light, whatever. Something might happen in their lives that's gonna work out. But then it turns out that this is all a mirage. You know, he's like some negative being that is introduced in some religious text for exactly this purpose, for people to give their power to that being. The more I'm looking into that, and I tested a lot of these things, and I had a lot of experiences with these types of beings, the more I see that the best, the safest, I'm not saying that, you know, every being is negative or anything like that, but if you can't verify it, it's safer to not pray to anything. No gods, deities, archangels, Hindu gods, whatever, because it might be a trick. And honestly, if you think about it, if you ask for something, someone else, you are giving your power to something else. And very often, nothing is for free. Remember that. Sometimes with some positive beings, yes, they might help because they get karma in return, things like that. But again, if you don't know if the being is real or not, or you know, the official story is real or not. And there's a lot of deception, especially in religion, because you know that's how the negative beings work. They try to hijack, twist information, you know, try to make something look like savior, and it's quite the opposite. Another problem with praying to some gods or things like that is that maybe this being was positive 5,000 years ago or whatever, 7,000 years ago, but now you're praying to that guy and he's not working for the light and love anymore. That happened apparently with some beings, that they were hijacked and took the wrong side, and now, you know, you think you pray to the right guy, but he might not be the right guy anymore. So my view is that the safest and the best thing to do is to pray to your higher self, let's say, because you really ask yourself for guidance, and you have all the knowledge and everything. So I just say something like that: my higher self, please guide me and protect me. Or when I need some specific guidance about something, let's say, my higher self, please help me to find the best solution to this problem, for example. Or my higher self, please help me to figure out how to solve this problem, or something like that, you know, broadly. And I always say my higher self, because it is you, it is your super conscious mind. And then you also need to watch out for synchronicities, some kind of suggestions, guidance. They can come in different forms. Sometimes you might get into conversation with someone, sometimes it might be discovering, you know, some video about the topic, whatever. So this is my recommendation. If you are religious or spiritual and you pray to something, remember that there's so much deception here that rarely anything is as it seems. And to be safer and to not get yourself in trouble or in some kind of contract, better to ask your higher self for guidance instead of some kind of deity that you don't know if it's real. Also watch some of my content about soul contracts and how to manifest what your soul desires. This is also a related video. And if you need some guidance on these topics, I do coaching one-to-one, so check out truetheory.com/coaching. And thanks for watching another episode of True Spirituality. Until next time.